Vernon the Summer of '99 Tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With special guests 3 doors down. And Mammoth WVH. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Creed returns. The Summer of '99 Tour.
It's time! Let's go!
Bane drives.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Close. He hits and the Grizzlies have the lead.
Yeah!
Jaron with a knockaway.
Good defense.
Morant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Millennium Tour 2025 with Trey Songz, Hustle Marion, with Bow Wow, with special guest Rick Ross, along with Plies, Boosie, the Yin Yang Twins, and RSVP, featuring Ray J, Sammy, Bobby V, and Pleasure P, and Nivea. Sunday, April 6th at FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster and bpctickets.com.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzlies stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Can't wait. It's time to get it popping.
It's going to be crazy. The fans are going to be loud. We need just energy.
Behind the back to Jaron for the flush.
We're going to need, the Forum rocking. We're going to need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support. When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bane 3. Yes, sir. Desmond Bane with ice water in his veins.
We'll ride the energy together.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
I need cameras to capture every waking moment between Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston on the same team. The pregame prayers will be generational.
Because that's preacher and a deacon. That's what we're talking about here. That prayer's going to be 40 minutes. We're going to miss the anthem.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Thursday, April 3rd, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, Grizzlies are going to be back in action. They got to try to win some games, and they start with one in Miami tonight after Miami just went and beat the Boston Celtics, and they've been on a run. They play Miami on TNT tonight. At 6:30, we will get to that. Get you ready for that game. In addition to that, the NBA has ruled on finger guns. Bang, bang. We will get to that. We'll talk about the NCAA tournament and the Final Four that is coming up. The NBA standings, the tank race. We'll play fill in the blank sucker. It's a Thursday. It is dark and dismal and raining outside, but smile, let's do it. Turn it up! Everybody's having a good day. All right, we got a bunch of stuff to get to, not the least of which is the Grizzlies trying to win a game as they take out the Miami Heat tonight in Miami. We'll get to everything that is going on in the sports world, and as I said, we'll play fill in the blank suck up. Before I get to anything, I'll welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Clone Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, in Northside. Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat. John Asparagus, Johnny Neck Carp, John Lance. He's Dr. Thunder. He's John Quadrant. He is Yogi Roser. No pointing. No pointing.
There's no guns here.
No pointing. Okay. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler. Senor Quasadilla. Mr. Matt Navajo Joe. The reporter and the photographer. He's Sir He's Walker.
Freshly retwist Devin Walker in the building. How y'all feeling?
Twists.
Yeah, you feel me?
How you always have to explain this to us. How long did that one take?
This is 3.5 hours worth.
3.5 hours for the new twists.
Yeah, you feel me?
Wow.
You know, we had to do a retwist. What you call a retwist, Verno?
So what does it look like when it's? Do you get to see it like froed out?
No, my hair. I have dreads, bro.
So it never gets.
My hair never froze out.
It never gets undone.
No, unless I want to redo it. I have to cut my stuff off to get after.
So what would it look like? I'm saying if those twists were taken out right now because your hair is long.
It would be curl dreads.
Curls for the girls.
Yeah, curls for the girls. And then if when I wash it, it's all stranded out.
Stranded out.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? Andre 3000 in the Hey Ya video.
No,
not like that.
No, not like that.
You know how his was
No. Next time I do it, that's what I'm gonna do. Next time
I want to see it.
I'm gonna go on a full
because your hair's long now.
Yeah, it's getting long.
Right? Because if you're twisting it up like that, there's no telling how long that is.
Yeah, it's long. It's getting real long. So shout out to length, bro. I posted my lock journey on Instagram. People are like, oh, why are you posting your hair? Because if you saw my hair, you saw my hair 2 years ago, it was not looking like this. There you go. Look, he even got the sticker on cute. Look at that boy.
Look at him.
That's called growth, people.
Growth.
You take care of your hair, it does great things.
Look at him.
You know what I'm saying?
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, let's get to what is going on. And well, first, let's just say I want to send thoughts out there. I know that our audience is widespread, and there are a lot of people that listen to us in West Tennessee. And because of the events of last evening, we had some terrible storms that came through the area and certainly our surrounding listening and viewing areas. And so thoughts and prayers with all those people. And I know because family of mine were very close to the devastation last night. My mom was calling me this morning because my uncle's a farmer, and he told her this morning, he's like, I got 4 inches left before that levee breaks. And then it's going to flood the fields, right? Like you've got a levee, and then and they're saying there's going to be like 10 more inches. So those fields are smoked, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and this is the life of a farmer, right? But he was talking about how everybody was going down to their like shelters last night, and his one of his loved ones lives in Selmer, Tennessee, and they had their entire office buildings, all kinds of stuff wiped out last night. Just you wake up in the morning and it's just gone.
Yeah.
It's just gone. So, I mean, there was some serious devastation a little bit west of us, or down 40 east. Tough. And so thoughts and prayers to everybody that had to deal with that last night. And hopefully, those communities will be able to get back on their feet as well, because that is just, one night you go to bed. And I've told you guys this many, many times. When I was in college, I went to a church service, and there was this guy who was an older gentleman who, like my dad, when my dad was growing up, this guy was like an old preacher, right? So you can imagine by the time, and he's still going when I was in college, right? Because I called my father. I mean, I remember this vividly, and I tell him, the guy that I saw, I was like, I just saw this guy, preach today. And he says, he was my dad's preacher when he was like a little kid. Yeah. And I'm like, how old is this guy? Like, this guy's been around. You know what I mean? Like, because there's every once in a while, there's some of those guys you feel like they've been around since the Bible. Right. And anyways, he stood up there and like, for whatever reason, I don't know, like how, sometimes, and maybe nowadays, it's not as, you might come across a video and, you see like motivational stuff, or you see kind of, maybe it would be religious stuff or whatever, but it's just right place, right time. It hits you in a different way, gets your attention in a way. So this guy, this older preacher, he stood up there, and I was very like selfish, like, my stuff, your stuff kind of guy, when I was younger, when I was about college age, right? And all this stuff. And I cared deeply about like my possessions and the stuff that I had. And, I was very careful with them, and I didn't want to, anyways, the guy stands up there and he says, "What do you have?" We had just had horrible tornadoes in the area. And I'm talking like cars in people's front lawns flipped. And the car was from 2 miles away. Sheesh. You know what I mean? Like it was that kind of stuff. Like get in a shelter, tornadoes, which are very, very common in Tennessee.
Right.
And he says, "What do you have that a West Tennessee tornado cannot take away?" And for whatever reason, that day, that moment, and it has stuck with me for 25 years, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or whatever it's been, 30 years, however long ago I heard that. And I remember sitting in my chair listening to this guy, and the whole sermon was about what should really matter to you. And the idea that there were so many people that I knew and loved that woke up and it was all gone. So then what matters, right? And I just never thought about life or the world or whatever, like in that way to me. And so when stuff like this happens, right, you're always thinking about like, oh my God, what would I do if this happened? What would I do if this happened? And like, obviously, I was watching recently my buddy Dan Wojcicki. Did you guys see this from the LA Times, this thing he posted?
No.
And he walked with JJ Redick through. JJ Redick's, they lost everything.
Oh, the
and the fires.
Yes. And he walked through Pacific Palisades with him. And Redick's like explaining it to people, and I'm getting chills. He starts crying in the middle of it because he's talking about what he's going to do to put back, and they're going to build this big community center. And he was talking about and he got really choked up talking about the community center and how his kids would go over there, and kids from all over would go over there, and that was kind of a place where he could play. And he's like, and it's the stuff that you don't think about, right? Whether it's like your kids' stuff and all this stuff, but it was all gone, right? And then this morning, obviously, when my mom calls me and she's telling me about this stuff that went on in West Tennessee, and she's talking about my uncle and how my uncle was down in a shelter last night and whatever, there I am again, 25 years later, and I'm thinking about that same thing. Like, what do I have, man? What do I have that can't affect, right? If it's all gone, then what, right? And it's always it's a deep thing to think about for sure, right? But this happens like several times a year, and especially in West Tennessee where you see this kind of stuff. And hopefully everybody's going to be able to be safe and fine throughout the next couple of days, because they're saying it's going to be terrible, and they're saying it could be. I mean, you remember what year was that the Grizzlies played in the playoffs and the Mississippi River flooded?
Oh,
that was 11.
That was crazy.
That was the first playoff run.
Oh, it was the first playoff run.
It was the first playoff
It
run.
flooded, bro. It was like Beale Street. Like
it wasn't.
No, I'm saying like up to
It felt like it was
that
far
edge
up.
where you turn off of.
It wasn't. Yeah,
You couldn't turn on Riverside.
Right. And down the further north you went is where it got bad. Those communities way down there, like Fraser area and all that.
Yeah.
Like that
we
got
don't need
it
that.
flooded bad over there.
Yeah, so hopefully everybody's going to be fine. Last night, this is not great when you end up like waking up in the morning, and it is my daily routine to get my coffee, start scrolling through stuff, check the standings, and I did not like checking the standings today.
It's not
Were
fun.
we just 2?
We were like a month ago. We were the 2 seed.
We were 2.
Yeah, now we're
8.
8th. Tie,
8.
3-way tie for the 8th.
8 this morning.
Yeah, that's spooky.
I was like, nah, I don't like that number. I do not like that number next to the Grizzlies.
Nah.
And as I've said, it might be a fool's errand to look through the different to look through everybody's schedule and then try to figure out what's going to happen here, what's going to happen there. Because, look, like last night, would you have ever expected that Miami's going to run Boston out?
Right.
No, right? Like and that's one of the things that we've been bitching about routinely. It's like, bro, goofy stuff is happening every night in the NBA. Why can't goofy stuff happen to us? It only goes one way if it's goofy stuff happening to us, which is us like losing to San Antonio or Atlanta. But it never goes the other way where it's like I see subpar teams beating good teams every night.
So did you see
except
this?
For us.
Did you
Doesn't
see
happen.
this from the Celtics? From the Celtics play-by-play guy Sean Grande?
Oh yeah. They never win these games.
They have had 5 road trips now of 4 games or longer this year. The first game they have come back. They have gone 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, and then 3-0 on a 3-gamer, and then 6-0. They just went on this road trip. 5 times they've come back home and they've lost all 5 games. The Celtics have.
That's crazy.
Dang, so
Yeah.
maybe,
That's crazy.
Miami
Just that first game back from a road trip, they lose it every time, huh?
Yeah.
Miami caught.
Wow.
Miami may have caught them.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what
well,
I'm
they
saying?
certainly did. Because and it's not even like a who's who, if I'm not mistaken, right? What were the losses? He posted them. It's not like
I
some
just had 'em,
who's who of teams that they played against and lost.
Golden
to.
State, Sacramento, Houston, Dallas, Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Miami. Was,
Well, obviously, look, the 2 of those you could have lost anyway.
Yeah,
Right.
Houston and Golden State, like you can,
That's right. That's right.
and Miami started Pele Carson and Alec Burks.
Pele Larson.
Yeah. I mean, we're 4.5-point
you
favorites
just
still against
mangled
Miami.
I
his
did
name.
destroy
Pele
his name.
Larson?
What did I say?
Huh?
What I call him?
Pelel.
Pelel Carson.
Oh, I call him like the Pele, like a Pele, like the
You called him Pelel Carson.
Pele, like the little jacket.
Yeah, at least they didn't start the. Who's the guy that like hit the game winner against us in summer league?
Josh Chris? No, I wasn't Josh Christopher.
Was that Larson?
It may have been Pele Larson, bro.
No, that was what, this past year?
Yeah. What was
Cole
it?
Swider.
No,
He doesn't play for them.
But
He
who was
plays
the
for
other
Lakers
one?
now.
No, there's another one. Who was the guy that cooked us for the Miami Heat
It wasn't
in
Haywood
summer league?
Highsmith.
No,
It wasn't.
it might have been Larson.
It may have been Pele Larson, bro. Pele. Put him on
I can't
letter.
remember. There was one of those guys because remember we lost in the finals to them, to Khalil Ware and them.
Here's the Bucks.
Yeah, Khalil Larson hit the game winner.
It was. Okay, see?
He hit the game winner, bro. He broke a tie by scoring from the lane in overtime to give Miami a 120-118 victory over the Memphis Grizzlies on Monday to hand the Miami Heat their first NBA Summer League championship.
That's why they call me Babar.
Nobody calls you that.
Yeah, a lot of people call me Babar because they say
they may call you for other reasons.
They call me Babar because elephants have amazing memories, and my memory is like a steel trap. I just remembered that Pele Larson hit a game winner against us in Summer League, and you bozos don't even know how to say his name.
Pele, bro.
Call him Pel Carson or whatever.
By the way,
the guy. You know why I remember it too? Because who's the other guy that did us in Summer League from the Miami Heat? Max Strus.
Oh, yeah, that was the Dez year.
That was the overtime game.
Yeah.
The overtime game against Max Strus. And now Max Strus is like he's on the best team in the league.
By the way, Jake LaRavia had 32 in that game.
Did he really?
Scottie Pippen, dude, look who, 4 guys that started in that game for us that have been rotation players for us this year.
In the Summer League game?
Scottie Pippen Jr., Jake LaRavia, Gigi Jackson, and Jalen Wells.
And we couldn't win Summer League?
we could
win an
not
NBA game either.
Win Summer
We can't win an NBA game.
Damn.
Shout out Scottie Pippen, man.
Shout out Scottie.
Maybe we're just going to run it back tonight.
Oh, no,
Play
the
rematch. Summer League rematch.
Yeah. I remember what you did.
If they're starting Larson, are they starting where?
They started Khalil Ware too.
Okay.
Against the Celtics.
Wow.
So yeah, spin the block, bro. We want it back in blood tonight.
Give us our Summer League title back. Pele Larson.
Also, you know who had 8 points for Miami in that game, in that Summer League game? Because we didn't even remember him out there. Zion Pullen. Who's now on a two-way with us.
Wow.
Yeah. He is on a two-way with us.
But he was not one of the ones you remembered from that
so
game.
many Grizz connections. As Grizz Creole said. Yeah, shout out Grizz Creole, man.
Yes.
Grizz Connections.
Grizz Connections.
Okay.
Shout out Ross Wood, man.
Okay, so last night I will say I was probably on social media less than I have been in a long, long time because I posted something yesterday during our show laughing about finger guns.
They were on your ass.
But I just didn't want to read it. Like, okay, I got it, right? There's no higher moral ground than X.com. That is the highest of moral grounds. And it's like, all right, dude, we can argue about this all you want. Is he going to do it anymore? I'm sure he's not. Should he have done it? Probably not. It's probably goofy. It is also ridiculous that it's a story. And if you can't agree with that, then you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. Like, again, this should have been something that takes 2 seconds. If you have an issue with it, as Gary said, you can call the guy. You can be like, hey, man, chill on the...
Yeah, don't do the finger gun thing.
Can we... You know what I mean? And then you can have that discussion, whatever. But to make it a grand NBA story for everybody to meme about, for everybody to have that be a headline, all international headline.
Yes, investigation.
Yeah.
It was an investigation.
Over finger guns is outrageous.
You know who we can blame? Blame Warriors fans for this.
Who thinks that that's not goofier than hell? Like...
Everybody thought it was goofy. It was so stupid.
Anybody with a brain thinks it's
so
goofy. Like,
stupid.
come on, bro. Like, again, if you want to tell me that the NBA would rather him not do that, or frankly, especially given his past and whatever, I understand, right? But again, this has never been an issue in the NBA. Like, they, as Gary said, they made it a big deal. It was not a big deal. And then it was made a big deal by the report coming out of an investigation into, and of course everybody was sending me the gif of Steph Curry in the finals. Like, what are we talking about? Finger guns.
It's so dumb.
Finger guns.
Guns.
Oh my God.
And then what's the name? They showed Dyson Daniels early in the season spraying the whole bench.
Yeah.
See that clip going around?
Of course, I saw it. Look, dude, there's Mikal Bridges. It's a common thing that happens.
If you don't want them doing, get to the offseason and ban it.
That's fine.
Just like the NFL bans everything.
But the idea,
just do it. Whatever.
But the idea that this couldn't have been just taken care of.
Yeah.
The idea that the NBA needs to step in.
Right.
and investigate finger guns is bananas.
Yeah. So ridiculous.
Bananas. Now,
Like the NFL just gives you, it's a 15-yard penalty if you do it. Like,
Yeah.
right.
just get
Make
to
it
the,
a tech.
Just get to the
Or be
offseason,
like, yo,
make it a tech
just
or throw them out of the
stop
game,
the
like
finger-
whatever.
Okay, don't throw him out of the game.
No, just whatever you have to do. If you
Just
don't,
whatever.
if you don't
It's
want
a
it being
tech.
done, just
Yeah.
do what you got to do to
Stop
get it
the finger
stopped.
thing, bro.
Yeah.
Tech 9.
Tech 9.
What?
All right.
Where did that come
So,
from?
anyways, here is the moral high ground of that we live in a world now, and you guys see it every single day. And because this is the truth of the news cycle, everybody has to comment on everything, and also, like, the world is just so full of phonies. Like, I can't believe that people actually give a crap about Ja Morant's celebration. I refuse to believe it. I think it really is just being phony. I think it's like, right? You're pretending to care about something that there's no way you really care about that. You really care? You really like you don't really care. Come on.
Yeah.
You really, the murder rate in Memphis, and what about the kids? And shut up!
You don't really care about
Stop,
that,
bro. You don't really care about all of that. Like, stop
It's like
it.
the 2 days before that, people
Again,
cared about the Jared homeless thing, other than the fact that you want him to say something else.
We can have an agreement that he shouldn't do it.
Yeah, just don't do it.
We can agree.
Just don't do the
All right, let's agree on that.
Just don't do it.
He shouldn't do it. But stop acting like
Don't
it,
write a
like
more-
it
don't write a
matters.
full piece about
or
it.
like it matters a great deal, or it's something that the NBA needs to investigate. What?
Like there's
I know there's all kinds of stuff going on within that league that is much less noble or much more dastardly than finger guns, but that's neither here nor there, right? And I'm talking about if you want to get into a high morality, image conscious discussion about everything that goes on and the players that play in the league. I'll just say, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it was talking about, and one of the things I've always said about Ja Morant is, bro, let him grow up, right? Now, I have been very critical of the mistakes that he's made in the past that warranted that. I've also been very critical of the Grizzlies, still to this day. And in this situation, exactly like yesterday, I'm the one sitting here going, this is why you have to have vets. Because I understand what a kid's like. I understand young players. And I understand a guy that right now feels like everybody's out to get him, maybe even the league's out to get him, and whatever else. And you just need that old head. You don't need a bunch of people saying, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. You need that old head going, man, just hoop. Just hoop. None of this stuff means anything. Don't pay attention to that social media bullshit. Don't pay attention to what the, NBA, just hoop, man, right? And it gets through to you because this is a mentor. Everybody has to have mentors. Everybody. And Ja was at his best when he had vets here. He was at his best when he had vets here.
Yep.
Everything went the other way as soon as we just got rid. It was just a bunch of young guys. You have to have those kind of, and I'm saying it would be very valuable in a situation like this, where it's like, this is not a big deal, right? But who is there to sit down and say, instead of everybody saying, man, can you believe this, man? They're just out to get you, right? Again, that's a discussion we can have. We agree, right? It looks stupid and it feels targeted, right? There's all kinds of guys around the league that do this kind of stuff. Steph Curry, for God's sakes, does it, and nobody cares. As soon as Ja does it, somebody cares. I got it, right? But an old head saying, man, none of this stuff matters. We got to win game. We got to focus on what we got to focus on, right? Just let that go. Let that go. Nobody cares. Just hoop. Just hoop. Instead, I feel like in the absence of veteran players, it can fester more, right? This is where I think that a vet comes into play. Because the new coach isn't going to do it. And there's nobody on that roster that's going to do it, right? You can have, Bane or whoever say, man, hey, just do. But it's more likely going to be a conversation about how stupid everything is, right? You need somebody with a level head being like, I got it. It's stupid. Also, this does not matter. Don't let this break our stride. Don't let this change anything. We have games we've got to win, and focusing or caring about this stupid headline is not it.
I think he's gonna go federal tonight. I think he's gonna go federal. I think there's people that worry about him going going the other way. I think this is gonna go the other way. The opposite direction for him. It's like, yo, leave me alone. I'm finna ball out, bro.
I hope so.
35 piece.
He tweeted out a great Nike campaign.
Right.
The Ja this, Ja that would be perfect.
This, Ja. I love that. Can you imagine?
Ja this, Ja that.
The first scene is like people in the barbershop. You see that guy, Ja Morant? You see that guy, Ja Morant?
Yeah.
And he like flies over and just.
You can see the Nike ads already.
Nike.
No.
Come to me.
Hopefully, what takes place is it all just gets settled. And obviously it's settled by now. But the point is, it should have never been a headline. If you want to tell me that the NBA doesn't want Ja Morant doing that celebration for a good reason, fine. I don't think that's crazy. I think it's crazy for it to become a headline. What are you doing? What are you doing? What good does that do anybody? And this is the time you get tough? You're not tough about anything. Yeah. You're not tough about anything. You got friggin' 15 teams tanking. You got the other 15 sitting all their stars for 70 games. Like, shut up. Yeah. This is when this is when the hammer comes down? Yeah. Finger guns? Oh, enough. You saved the hammer for finger guns. Not the mockery that your friggin' entire All-Star weekend is. Not the mockery that your product on national TV becomes because guys sit out. Not the product that the in-person product becomes because players sit out. No.
We're going to investigate them damn finger guns.
You should be thankful he's even playing.
Hey,
that's problem number one.
I think I'm gonna point the blame at Warriors Twitter, because I think they made this a bigger deal than it should have been, and it made people want to like start talking about it because they made the steal shot the focus shot on him.
Well, but there was now in fairness,
Warriors fans are the worst.
I mean, that sounds like a guy that hasn't dealt with Laker fans.
I've dealt with them too, but them Warriors ones, oh boy.
I'll say this.
Pretentious.
I've heard Sixers fans are bad too.
This year,
they suck.
This year, though, or in that game, I'm going to give them a little bit of a break on this. Simply because that ended up becoming a deal. And again, this is another one of my huge gripes that to me, and you could say it's a straw man to say, well, the NBA has other problems, but this is it's not a straw man. The reason it became an even bigger deal is why? Because it takes 15 minutes to do any kind of review. And of course, then they have to review it. So now there's 15 minutes of slow-mos. Why did Buddy Hield and Ja Morant get tags? And now they're just showing them shooting finger guns at each other.
Right.
And it's like drawn out like it's a friggin' movie. Yeah. And it's like then Mark Davis is announcing that, we have double technicals on. And it's like, oh, well, now the announcers have to sit there and be like, why were there double tags? Okay, let's go to the replay.
Finger guns!
Yeah.
Get the scrub.
So it was made a much bigger deal because of the delay in the broadcast. And then the announcers, obviously, for the Warriors being like, and what's that motion that Ja Morant's doing?
Yeah, what's that motion that Draymond does every night when he punches people in the stomach and step on people's hearts?
Hey, Draymond, I saw the one yesterday.
Snitching.
No, the one of him saying he's stabbing somebody. He's acting like he's stabbing somebody.
He did do that.
He was knifing somebody.
Yeah. I wonder what they said about that. What the Warriors announcer said when Draymond said, he was like, what do y'all say about that? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog. Whatever.
I know what they say.
Finesse 2 times.
Draymond being Draymond.
Finesse 2 times. One said Vernon and Roser.
It's cool when they do it.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Yep.
2 birds. F them.
But again, you have to do the whole, this is not, all right, it's over. It was stupid.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. Just tonight, drop 35, and then show up in the interview and smile and, hey, guys, I dropped 35.
Dude, if he does and looks at the camera and goes,
knowing him, he might.
I know.
He's that type of dude.
But again, this is why you need a vet.
He'll definitely. Instead of doing the regular, he'll do like the regular, like the regular, the Texas.
Why? I mean, this is why I'm telling you.
You're right.
You need a
he's
vet.
He's a troll. Yeah, he's a troll.
But this is why.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said it 100,000 times.
He's
not
a troll,
having
man.
adults. I mean, this is where it matters.
Yeah.
Even silly situations like this. Someone that he will listen to. Someone who will listen to. Like, because it's been an issue.
Well, Derrick Rose chose to retire. Otherwise, he'd be on the team.
And we got rid of Marcus Smart.
For what, Verno? What do we give in return for Marcus Smart?
To offer Jaren more money on his next contract.
Yeah, it's all your guys' fault.
No.
No, it's good so we can pay Santi Aldama $200 million.
There you go.
To go minus 26.
We're not doing that.
Huh?
We're not doing that.
Roser, hey, we're going to find out if these windows can break the day Santi Aldama's contract.
He's going to sprint and run right out the window.
I'm going to go
like a Family Guy episode.
I don't know where they
It's
keep
going to be
these
our
contracts.
highest rated show ever when I have to announce that Santi Aldama's been signed for 6 years, $180 million, or whatever, 4 years.
I'm gonna Mission Impossible into basketball ops and find that contract and tear it up.
When it's 4 years, $120 million, and you're gonna see it's gonna be, well, I would say a blur, but you're pretty slow now. But it'll be it'll look like slow motion, and then he's gonna run straight into the window to see if it'll break.
Dude,
that might happen.
Splat.
4 years. 4 years. 48 million, I'm cool with. Like, that's fine. 52, given Brandon's deal, I'm fine with that.
Wait.
But, like,
I can't wait.
It's gonna
be a great day.
Oh, it's gonna be hilarious.
The Shams notification gonna hit like crack that
It is
day.
gonna be hilarious.
And it might be this summer
Your
too.
best case scenario is 480. I'm not kidding.
You've got to be kidding me. We're not paying him $20 million a year. No.
What if he lowballs Jaren and offers Santi the max?
Then I'm.
He loves Santi, bro.
Shout out Santi
He has
Aldama,
wedged
man.
Santi Aldama into every conversation for the last 5 years.
I think we would all.
No, we would say. I think we all agree. Don't speak for yourself, dog. Speak for yourself, Trap. Speak for yourself.
What?
Say what you about to say. He said, I think we'll all agree and then stop. No, speak for yourself.
I think I'd retire. I'd call it quits. Like, it's time.
Roser is
if
not
this is the day
retired.
where
Roser announced his retirement.
I'll figure out what else I'm going to go do.
40
but, like,
years
that's not like.
From sitting and talking.
I don't have the
about
money to
microphone.
retire, but like I can't do this anymore. If we're at the time where we're gonna, no.
Just be ready, Roser. Just have trade man costume ready to jump out that damn
Jaren's still
window.
gonna make All NBA, so it's not gonna matter. We're just gonna give him whatever the super max or close to the super max.
Shit, we the AC. That ain't gonna happen, dog.
All right, so it just so happens that the Memphis Grizzlies, we played against the Miami Heat the night they raised Tony Allen's jersey into the rafters and blew him out. No, it wasn't even a game.
The Heat they were a disgrace that night,
and it looked like they were done playing basketball this season at that point. And now they won 6 in a row. They won 6 games in a row heading into this game tonight. And so then you go and you look at the 6 games that at that point, they had lost. Let's see. They were 35-41.
I mean, they haven't beaten it.
And then they were, I'm sorry. Wait.
I think
they were, hold on.
They were 29-38 when we beat them. After we beat them, they were 29-38.
Okay, 29. No. 29-32.
29-38. I'm looking at their record here.
Oh, the Memphis game. I'm going back to where their losing streak started.
Oh, no. I'm going after where they lost to us. Okay.
I'm saying they were 29-32.
Yeah.
And so they lost 9 games in a row.
Yeah.
And we were part of that. And now they've won 6 games in a row. Charlotte, Golden State, Atlanta, Philly, Washington, Boston. The Golden State game is the one that Curry didn't play, right?
Yeah.
And that was a Jimmy Butler return.
Golden State and Boston are legit, though. Even without
I found
Curry, it's still
a common denominator in all these wins. They finally strapped Mr. FanDuel to the bench.
Oh, Terry Rozier?
They finally strapped him to the bench. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, they stopped putting him on the court.
Well, and also,
what was that game that we were playing the highlights from where it was like, yo, what is he doing?
What is he doing?
Like, what game was that?
He was like point shaving, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
he
for
was-
real was just throwing the ball like all over it made no sense what he was doing.
They put Mr. Slip on the bench, bro, and that's when the guys they're trying, and they're winning games.
Yep. And so,
and some of those losses that.
But look, you have to also look at some of the wins, right? And this is part of the story of the Grizzlies is that the schedule didn't get hard. The schedule got murderous.
Yeah.
And, you need to have, there's enough of these teams that are fighting to lose. I mean, like, look, the ones that are committed to the cause the greatest are obviously Utah, who has lost 7 in a row, and Philly, who has lost 9 in a row.
And just shut down Maxey.
Yeah, but the Wizards, like, they do crazy stuff. Like, they won last night. Mm-hmm. It's like, what are you doing? Right? Like, they were, and now they have 17 wins, and Utah has 16 wins.
You gotta blow off the stench every once in a while. You gotta blow off the you know what I'm saying?
That's not how Utah and Philly feel. Now, Philly, in the words of my man Tim McMahon, they have to be the top Sixers, right? Or else they lose their pick. So he's called them the top Sixers because they just have to keep on moving up. Because God forbid they have the season that they're having, and then they don't get a top 6 pick, and then it goes to like Oklahoma City or something. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean, how many catastrophic Paul George trades can there be?
I mean, there's been 2 or 3 of them, Johnson.
Well, I mean, obviously, that was a signing with them, but I mean, I was thinking about it yesterday because I was reading all the exploits of Gilgeous-Alexander this year, which are just absolutely freakish, right? And the guy's going to win MVP.
Yeah.
I will say Tim Bontemps put out his last straw poll for the MVP, and you guys know I participate in that.
Mm-hmm.
I had him I think the way the straw poll came out, I think I might have had Tatum and Giannis flipped in the way it came out because I think his had it was SGA, then Jokic, then Tatum or Giannis. I think I had Tatum and then Giannis, but those two were kind of interchangeable. And then it was a matter of who were you going to give your 5th place vote to, and I think I did Mitchell.
Donovan.
Because
best player, best team, and
right? Yeah, that's it.
I respect that.
Best player, best team.
Fair.
So get him. I think to give him a.
I mean, who even
a
would
nod
after that?
and an MVP, whatever. Well, I mean, what was the?
Yeah, like I don't even know where else he would go.
Hold on, I'll tell you what the list was because Bontemps he put it up yesterday, and I went and checked it rather quickly when the straw poll came out. The results of the straw poll.
I mean, is LeBron going to get MVP vote?
Okay, yes, it was. So LeBron was 6th.
Okay, LeBron is getting MVP.
But I will say, 51 of the voters, including me, had Mitchell 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
At least give him a vote.
Yeah. And then LeBron was like 10 people had him with 5th place vote. I mean, it was a wide gap.
Yeah.
Like those were the 5 guys
Yeah.
that people voted for generally. And then it was spread out. Like somebody gave Cade Cunningham a vote. I don't have a problem. Again,
Yeah,
if you want to, I'm not going to argue with you about
Give him
who
a
you're
vote.
giving a 5th place vote to,
that's
right? Anthony Edwards, the Knicks guys, Towns or Brunson. Somebody threw a Mobley in there, a Halliburton in there, a Harden, whatever.
You see the Halliburton stat about he's already broke the most games with 25 points, 10 plus assists, and 0 turnovers. He broke the Chris Paul record already at the age of 25.
Okay, so
He's been hooping.
Here's the thing. A year and a half ago, I went to the first, before they called it the Emirates Cup, it was the in-season tournament. I went to Las Vegas.
The IST.
The IST.
Yeah, they're OG.
The inaugural.
IST.
Yep, IST. And there were, it is hard to describe how much they had gotten behind the Halliburton wave. Like, you guys have been out to Vegas too, and you see the Chris Angel billboards.
Yeah.
I mean, Halliburton was on. It felt like every other one for this in-season tournament, and then he went and he did in the Bucks, and he's doing the Dame time thing, and it was like, oh, this is his. And of course they ended up losing it to the Lakers in the end, but it was like. This is the breakout. Yeah. And he was one of the best 5 to 10 players in the entire NBA.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt, and he was never the same last year, and he wasn't even the same in the playoffs. And then this year, it started off slow. Whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, since the All-Star break, he has shot 54% from the field, 45% from 3, 93% from the free throw line, and is averaging 21, 11, and 3 with no turnovers.
No turnovers.
No, one turnover again.
That's the kind of stuff that doesn't get talked about.
No,
bro.
it never gets talked
crazy.
about, but he has become.
That's crazy.
He is he went back to being, but we
yeah.
gave up on it,
Yeah.
right? There was a year and a couple of months, but it was I'm telling you, I remember vividly. I even recorded a podcast at the Thomas and Mack Center with Kevin about, or not Thomas and Mack, T-Mobile, the T-Mobile Center, about how feels like this is the Halliburton ascent to superstar. This is happening, right? We just watched him take down Dame and Giannis by himself.
Yeah.
Dude, it is hard to describe how amazing he was in that game. It was unbelievable. And then he was doing the Dame time thing to them, and there was all this heat, and it was it's his time now. We've been waiting for the next guy to ascend. He is ascending. And it's this has happened in the 16-17 games since the All-Star break. Yeah. He has been unbelievable. Go look at his stat lines. It's 13 assists, 15 assists, 12
18
assists. And they win every night.
Yep.
It feels like.
And the record he broke, I just mentioned, the most 2010 games with 0 turnovers of all time already at the age of 25. It took him 329 games. You know how many games it took Chris Paul? 1,348 games.
Unbelievable.
That's wild to do at the age of 25.
It's so weird. He went from the ascent to
the fall
back to now. Yeah. It's we forgot this guy was supposed to be one of the next great players in the league, and it looked like he was fulfilling said prophecy. And now he's back.
Yeah, 14 of his last 16, he's gone double-digit points and assists.
Well, that's some right. NBA, talk about that, bro. All the bull, y'all be talking. Bull job, y'all be talking about, bro.
Yeah, his stretch he had.
Talk about these dudes hooping.
It was 12 straight. 29 and 12, 19 and 15, 33 and 11, 19 and 10, 17 and 12, 28 and 15, 14 and 10, 14 and 10, 24 and 15, 16 and 12, 24 and 11,
that's good
16 and 18.
And they're winning.
And the games where he didn't do it, 29 points, 6 assists. 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. And then he's been
just not even
18 and 11 and 22 and 10
because
in the
it
last
happened so late.
Yeah.
He's rounded back into that guy.
What's on with Cade? With Cunningham?
What do you mean?
He's got the calf thing, right? He's out for the
hurt.
OKC game. No, because that's the 4-5 matchup in the East right now. Is Indiana Detroit.
Yeah, which Malice in the Palace.
Malice in the Palace.
And they got some feisties on the Pacers, too.
Detroit and Milwaukee have been.
Ankle biters.
No. Look, Detroit's for sure getting into it with somebody.
Yeah.
I can predict it. I will tell you, Benedict Mathurin. He's a crash out.
Yeah, Benedict Mathurin.
He is a crash out.
Him and Ron Holland may fight each other.
Because I know somebody that's involved with, she tells me all, she's like, yo, I got to calm him down.
Yeah, somebody's got to get into it.
He's a crash out, for sure.
By the way, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it was Simmons and Lowe, and they're talking about the sixth man of the year, and Simmons was saying, I'm going to vote for Malik Beasley, right? And I listened to another podcast that's like, hey, Beasley's probably going to win sixth man of the year. He's having this unbelievable season. It's one of the best 3-point shooting seasons of all time. All this kind of stuff, whatever. And it's like, man, look at what Detroit's done, whether it's Tobias Harris or Tim Hardaway Jr. or Malik Beasley, adding these great vets to the team. And I'm sitting there, and yesterday, in honor of the finger guns, I'm thinking, the great vet sixth man of the year that went to actual prison. He actually went to prison.
Yeah.
For pointing
Beasley.
a rifle at a family with a kid in the front. Like, what are we doing? The great vet. All I'm saying is let people grow up.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you Malik Beasley's a bad guy. I'm telling you that Malik Beasley is a much different human being than he was even
a
4
couple years ago. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
like people change, people
evolve,
grow up,
yeah.
people, yeah, right. And so let people grow up, bro.
Yeah.
Because I find it hilarious that the great vet, you know, a guy that's
Yeah.
been a great vet and is going to be a 6th man of the year, like he really went to an actual prison, bro.
I mean, he had an ankle monitor on in an NBA game.
He did have an ankle monitor.
What an ankle monitor on a bench, bro.
But you can look up it. It's a great vet.
Yeah, he's a great vet. Good for Cade and them.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And a mixture between
He
him
has
and
been good for them. He's been great for them.
mixture between him and
People
Tobias
change.
Harris.
People
him and
change.
Tobias Harris and them. And
People
all.
grow up.
Yeah.
People change.
What's this conversation about the defensive player of the year? I see that there's some people trying to do the Dort push.
It's funny that it's happening now because we gave predictions, me and Jacoby did,
Yeah.
about a month ago, and I said, you mark my word, this thing is all up in the air since Wemby went out.
Yeah.
You watch. There will be a Lou Dort push for this.
I saw it yesterday. I was like, oh, they're doing this late, huh? A late Dort push.
And I thought, look, I said it a month ago that this would happen.
Yeah.
But I also said a month ago, it's warranted. There's no better defender that we've seen.
No.
I am always going to be on the side of not just giving it to big guys with stats. Jaren excluded, right? And Jaren didn't win it because of stats.
Yeah, his
right?
impact
Like it was his
defensively,
impact, right?
yeah.
But I mean, look, Jaren's not winning Defensive Player of the Year. So let's just go ahead and set that aside. They very, very rarely give it to perimeter guys. But the Dortcher chamber is a real thing.
Absolutely is a real thing.
Yes, bro.
Bro, go back and watch our game against him. Desmond Bane can't score on him.
He clamps, bro.
He can't score on him. And he's not the only one. I watched him do it against Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
And it's like,
He did it to Jaylen Brown. He did it to Jaylen Brown,
Jaylen
too.
Brown, and
Like-
Jaylen Brown's huge. So
Yeah.
those guys are small guards. Jaylen Brown's a big wing. It doesn't matter.
No.
Welcome to hell.
He can take out if you got two.
linebacker,
You
bro.
got two guys. He cancels one of them out.
Yeah.
And my whole thing was the reason it's going to come up is because this is the best defensive team that we have seen maybe ever,
Yeah.
statistically. And I am, though I have had my battles with Oklahoma City fans, I also realize that they are small market brethren. And in the end, though we could fight amongst each other and be jealous of each other at times and whatever else, what I can tell you is I do always favor the small market guy getting his just desserts.
Yeah.
Because it was me who was on this very show years ago when the Grizzlies were the 2nd seed and, you know, Taylor Jenkins isn't getting Coach of the Year because Goofy Monty Williams is getting it, which, how does that look now? And, you know, Ja Morant's not getting this award and Desmond Bane's not getting this award and Jaren Jackson's not getting this award and, like, nobody is getting anything. And I came on here and I did this whole rant and I said, isn't it the craziest thing? They have the 2nd best record in the entire NBA, and nobody is responsible for it, right? Now, look, in the end, they're going to get their just desserts because SGA is going to win the MVP.
Yeah.
But if you have the greatest defense that we have seen in the modern era, I have absolutely no issue with the best defender that's a part of that being the guy that gets that. That's exactly what happened here. We looked and they go, no, Grizzlies had the best defense in the entire NBA. And then they had to make a choice. And they gave it to Mark instead of Tony. Fine. But again, they awarded it because it was a team award, right? They could not have done that without Mark. They could not have done that without Tony. And you could and look, they probably couldn't do it. They couldn't do it without Hartenstein, and they couldn't do it without, you know, they got great defenders all over the place. They do.
Yeah. The best
but
player,
he's the best one. Bro, if I got, right now, if I got to get a stop, who else?
I'm putting that big linebacker looking one on somebody.
Is there anybody else in the league? If I said, I'm going to, give me your offensive player, Luka, whoever. Again, they're all, you're not stopping any of them. But I'm saying,
the best chance to
if
get a
I
stop?
said yes, if we're having a defender draft and we're just saying you got to go, I probably would take Dort or Amen Thompson.
Yeah.
To get me a stop.
Just give me a one-on-one
But Thompson's
stop.
not going to win it either.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'll take Dyson.
Oh, Dyson
Daniels.
I'm sorry.
I'll give Dyson
I'm
Daniels,
sorry.
too. I'll
If he
definitely-
wins it, I got no problem either.
I'll definitely
His
put him in the
steal
corner.
numbers, that is like
NBA history.
I mean, he did it to Bane here.
No, We saw it.
We saw it.
We went at him. Taylor
Bain to
should've
Karis, and then up to Karis LeVert, lay in at the buzzer.
I would have look. I had already said my piece about Taylor that Monday. That happened Monday night. If I had not done what I did on Monday,
it would have happened on Tuesday.
No, the Tuesday would have been
infinitely worse.
The crash out of all crash outs.
At least you can admit that.
Because here's the deal. That was another one. As soon as Bain's at the top of the key, and it's him on Daniels, you have to take a timeout.
Yeah.
You have to. Instead, he let it play out, and it played out exactly like you would figure it would. Dyson Daniels gets a steal, but then he throws it up to LeVert, and they hit the game winner. And it's like, what just happened? Seriously, what just happened? Like, why is Desmond Bain trying to go one-on-one against the guy that has made NBA history for stealing the ball?
Yeah.
He's not a one-on-one player. Like, you know how everybody's getting on this one-on-ones thing now? Hey, let's have a contest, whatever. Desmond Bain would be terrible at that.
Damn.
He would. He's not a one-on-one, but he is a great basketball player.
Yeah.
There are certain guys that are create-your-own-shot guys, right?
Yeah.
I could just bub out. Ja would be amazing at one-on-ones.
Oh, yeah.
Jaren would be great at one-on-ones.
Yeah.
That has developed. Bain, not his thing. Not his thing.
So Dyson Daniels most steals in the NBA season since 2008.
Okay.
So
if he gets it, I got no problem.
By the way, fun fact. That's not.
And they're going to make the playoffs. I mean, well, play in.
Play in, yeah.
Karis LeVert, who had the game winner in that Hawks game. We are the only team Karis LeVert averages for his career over 20 points per game against.
Why does he hate us?
I'm unsurprised.
I'm going to find out he got a baby
Kills
mama.
us.
I am
he got a
unsurprised.
baby mama in Memphis
Oh, my
somewhere.
God. No,
He got a
dude.
little stink somewhere.
When he played for Brooklyn,
Yeah.
the year that we played the Trailblazers,
Yeah, the bubble.
again, Babar. Oh yeah, that was the group economics year.
Group economics.
Shout out my dog, AT.
It's
Anthony
Oliver.
Tolliver, the legend.
With his group economics jersey.
What does that even mean?
I don't even, at this point, I don't know. Okay. I asked somebody downstairs for one of the jerseys, by the way.
Like
group economics?
He didn't want to give it to me.
I'm sure. Do you know
We don't
when
know
we
what
had
it
a
means, but
garage
it sounds
sale?
cool. Put
Do
it
you
on
know-
a jersey.
Hey,
He didn't want to give it
do
to
you
me.
know? Hey, do you know when they do the Grizzlies garage sale and they like takes the stuff off the walls and then they sell it, whatever? I tried to buy it's like half the size of a wall, and I tried to buy it with it was this massive poster, and it was Chandler Parsons holding up his jersey with Chris Wallace next to it.
I remember that. They would not let you put that joint on the wall.
No, they told me absolutely not. They wouldn't sell it to me.
Yeah, they told Vernon, hell no.
They wouldn't even sell it to
That
me.
joint
I'm
was like $10.
Nope.
He said, no, we can't do that. We can't put that on the wall.
Nope.
No.
Anything else but that. You can put anything else on the wall except the Chandler Parsons photo.
This is a true story. Years
wild.
ago, when they made the switch from Adidas to Nike, the lady that ran all the merchandise stuff was down there. And I was like, she's like, yeah, we're done with everything. Like, we've had all our sales. It's all, at that point they ship it off and then they say there's like, tax write-off, whatever, right? I said, you sold everything? They're like, yeah, we like, it got down to where they were reducing stuff 80%, or whatever the hell it was. So there's like this place at FedEx Forum. There's like one of those like big bins. It looks like a storage bin where you can just raise the huge gate or whatever. So she's like, they're about to ship it all off to Indonesia or wherever, wherever it go. Like if you wanna see if there's anything in there, she's like, there's nothing left. And I was like, yeah, I'll look at it. I opened it up and I like go look and like there's like these like these Adidas like basically like capri pants with the Grizzlies thing on them, like they're like sweatpants but they're like cut below the knee or something. Like I mean it was crap that was left over like, and it was just like nothing there. And then there's like boxes. I'm talking like big boxes. But there's like a row, and let's say there's 5 rows. And they probably go 8 high. And so I'm like scrummaging through all the crap, see if there's anything worth anything. There might have been like a stray, hoodie or something like that, right, that I wanted. I was like, the boxes. I was like, are they worth going through? Like, what's in there? And she said, they are all Chandler Parsons jerseys. I was like, what? I swear on my life. I swear. There are kids in Indonesia all over the place with Parsons jerseys. Because it was the last year of Adidas.
Yeah.
They had ordered a bazillion thinking that was going to be the big seller. Bro, they couldn't sell those at 80% off.
And nobody wanted them.
No.
Not even the girls that was at the Bluff wanted them Johns.
They just send them off. They were just sending them off. I swear. It was that many boxes. It was filled with Chandler Parsons. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
That
is a lot of jerseys, brother.
A lot of, yeah.
I wonder,
There's a lot of people that hated him here.
I wonder what I have to ask them sometime. What do they do?
What do you mean?
Like with the smart stuff, say. Like, there's probably smart stuff. Well, what do they do with that stuff?
Smart jerseys?
Ship it off to Indonesia.
Yeah, you think so? You think they just tax write it off?
Yeah.
Same way with some kids in some third world countries that got San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl champion shirts.
They didn't make a they didn't make a lot of smart stuff.
They didn't have a ton of it. No. Not like they did Parsons. Like, dude, there was Parsons stuff everywhere.
They got behind that.
Yeah, there was a Parsons rollout for sure. He was the industry.
And then he played 10 games.
And brought a bunch of
4
Instagram
years.
thoughts here.
Huh?
It brought a bunch of Instagram thoughts here.
Yeah, Savannah Chrisley and Bella Thorne was the best thing he brought
how about
here.
this? Did you think he played more games in the Grizzlies uniform or brought more Instagram thoughts to the arena?
Oh, he played more games.
I think so.
Yeah, he played.
Okay.
He played, but boy.
He had one game against the Rockets where he hit like 8 threes or something like that.
Brother,
like 7 or 8 threes.
We had him in his prime, brother. We won a game. I'll tell this story. I don't care. We won a game in Sacramento. And Yeager told, Fizdale at the time. Whoever it was. Yeah, it was Fizdale.
Fizdale, yeah.
If they win, they can fly to L.A. If they lose, they got to stay in Sacramento. It's New Year's Eve. Okay? It's New Year's Eve. You probably, actually, it's probably deleted now. You probably couldn't find it. So we win the game by 1,000. Okay? Just kill them. Because they want to go to L.A. Of
course.
It's like, I'm not staying in Sacramento.
That's the best
like, if
motivation for
you're
them
right,
to
yeah. And we're going to get there in time before the ball drops, whatever, right?
It's for the motion.
So beat them up, right? Beat up Sacramento. They fly. Late that night, we're talking like ball drop time. On Instagram, my man Chandler posts a picture with Kate Beckinsale. Not only have they already gotten to L.A., he's already hugged up with Beckinsale. I'm like, this is awesome. I end up going to L.A. for the Ringer. I'm out there. I'm going to film a video with Parsons, like he's going to be my stylist at like Barney's, which is next door to the hotel. It's a famous... what's it called? The famous clothing store.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to Barney's. I'm going to let him, that's what we're going to do. He's going to pick out my clothes. Like, we're going to film this thing about him picking out my clothes. So call him the next day. No answer. Keep calling. No answer. Text him. Hey, man, are you going to be back in time so we can film this video? We got this thing, whatever. He's like, look, I'm stuck in wherever. He was looking at houses because he ended up buying a house out there. And he's like, if I'm back in time, I promise. And then finally, he says to me, hey, I'm not going to make it back in time. I'm like, you are the worst, but I will forgive you if you introduce me to Kate Beckinsale. And then he did not hang out with her again while the time we were there. So I never got to meet her.
So that was a two.
I was gonna hopefully meet her.
So Chandler Parsons sucks.
Huh?
That's kind of what you're telling
us. That was a here
us.
from one night. I'm from out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tooted and booted jaunt.
She's awesome.
Kate Beckinsale is awesome.
And so check this out.
Google her, Dev.
This happened in the afternoon.
Google
Look,
Kate Beckinsale.
Beckinsale.
This is the craziest thing too. This is a true story. I'm depressed. Because I'm not going to get to do this video.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I'm down here. I was going to do the video, you idiot. So now I walk over to Barney's. I'm like, well, I'm going to go to Barney's anyway.
Let's see.
So I'm walking over to Barney's, and I walk in there, and I'm like looking around. Of course, they got like $700 T-shirts, $800 T-shirts, whatever. And I'm up in like the men's section. I'm like, so where's like the sale rack? That's what I'm thinking to myself, right? I can't afford anything in here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, looking all the way around. There's one dude in the entire men's section. One guy, except for me. And I look over and I like squint. And I'm like, what? He's got a Bass Pro Shops hat on, and it's friggin' David Spade. And I was like,
You pull up on him?
That's awesome.
Dude, I walked straight up to him. We're the only two people in the whole store.
Yeah, you had to pull up on
I
him.
said, look, man, I'm not trying to bother you. I've just been a huge fan for a long time. I want to be. When I tell you this guy was the absolute nicest guy in the world, and he was like, why are you in town? He's like, oh, really? Oh, he's like, I'm actually going to the game tonight, blah, blah, blah. He sat there and talked to me for like 10 minutes.
Shout out
And I'm
David
like,
Spade, man.
how? I'm like, this is
That's
so
really cool.
I was like, this is so much cooler than doing a video with Chandler. Yeah.
Agreed.
True
Yeah.
story.
By the way,
Walked outside, walking back to the hotel. Who do I run into in the alley?
Chandler Parsons.
Better. Master P.
Oh, shut up,
I'm
Master
like, is
P.
this
Shout
what
out
it's
Master
like
P.
in LA?
Oh, we
Yeah,
had
he was
Master
running
P.
people, yeah.
And
We'd
and
had Master P in
Rosa
studio a
knows,
couple times.
I know Master P because he came and did a couple of things in Memphis, and he went to high school and was super tight with our boy Sip,
Yeah.
Glenn Cyprien.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was around. He would come up here and he would do stuff in Memphis. So I ran into him walking back, and I was like, you know what, man? This is God's way of telling me this is all going to be okay, right? My stupid video didn't work out, but I got to meet David Spade and see Masterpiece. So this is cool.
It's fine, yeah.
This is cool.
By the
This
way,
is totally
I just looked
cool.
up Kate Beckinsale. She's not my type.
What?
Bro, she looked like she needs to eat.
Hot?
She needs a.
Is not your type?
She needs a sandwich, bro. Give her some food.
Oh, God.
Bro, come on, bro. She needs like she needs to eat a sandwich, bro. Respectfully.
She's 50 years old now, too.
Yeah, she's 50.
Oh,
Kate Beckinsale.
okay.
Yeah, why don't you look up a picture from a while ago?
I need her to eat a sandwich, bro.
Huh?
I need her to eat a sandwich, bro. Bring her down to Memphis for a couple weeks, bro. Get you a little barbecue sandwich from Tops or something. Get you the fireman burger.
My daughter, hey, you'll love this. My daughter was eating ice cream last night. She was sitting at the table after she had a soccer practice. She's eating this ice cream, whatever. She's eating and I said, that better not be Ben & Jerry's. I could tell it was chocolate fudge brownie Ben & Jerry's. And she had put it in the bowl, and I was like, give me a bite of that Ben & Jerry's. She's like, get away from me. She goes, I'm a big back.
Yeah!
I say, a big back.
Shout out to the big
I say,
backs.
you're 11, Haley.
Shout out to the
She said
big
I was
backs,
she said
man.
I'm a big back.
Shout out to the big backs, man. By the way, you know the Masterpiece son plays for Houston.
Which
Percy
one?
Miller?
The Cougars?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought, how many kids does
That
he
might be
have?
his grandson.
Yeah.
Okay, let's calm down.
Because
I'm
the
not
other one
kidding.
played at USC forever ago.
Yeah.
That's Romeo, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, Master P is old.
Yeah, his
Oh,
son.
it is his son?
Yeah, Hersey Miller. I told y'all. bro.
Hersey?
Mercy Miller.
Mercy.
Mercy Miller, yeah. Number 23. He looked just like him, too. Pull the photo.
Wait,
he's your
Hersey,
freshman.
Mercy, and Percy
Yeah, that's all his
are
kids.
the three kids.
Yeah. And Romeo.
Do you know he's got one of the most famous Cribs episodes ever?
Oh, yeah, with the gold ceiling.
And I had him in studio,
Yeah.
and I brought it up. I'm like, dude, do you still have that house? And he's like, no. And I was like, I
Oh.
remember as a kid watching that Cribs. I was like, the gold ceiling? And do you know what he said to me? He goes, oh, yeah. And I was like, I don't know if I shouldn't ask about this. Where he looked at me, he goes, yeah, that was really stupid. And I was like, what? And he's like, what you don't think through is when you gotta sell it. Nobody wants a gold seal. They don't want to give. He's like, you ain't making the money back on a gold.
You're not making money back on a
Right.
gold
I
plated
was
ceiling.
like, this is funnier than hell. It was a solid gold ceiling. But if you're watching on Cribs, and again, you're 13 years old, you're like, oh
that's dope,
man.
yeah.
And he's like, it is super irresponsible.
By the way, Mercy Miller is a freshman. He is the youngest of 9 children.
9?
Yeah, 4 brothers, 4 sisters.
I saw somebody tweet this out the other day. I found it, and it's no. We do not discuss Master P and No Limit Records enough in like the history of hip hop. In 1998, No Limit Records put out 23 albums.
Look at it.
10 of them went platinum. 11 of them went gold. Master P's own album, The Last Dawn, went #1 on Billboard with 495,000 its first week and sold 4.5 million.
And a lot of those guys could not rap.
23
Silk
albums.
could rap. Mystical could rap. Yeah. That might be the end of the line. And Master P.
But putting out, his whole label put out 23 albums in 1998. 10 went platinum and 11 went gold.
Who is the chick? She doesn't get any love either.
Oh. Hold on. Where is it?
She's on Make 'Em Say,
Yeah.
Mia, you talking about Mia X?
Mia X.
Mia X, yeah. Talking about Mia X, yeah.
We also had C
Again,
Murder.
a lot of them were decent on features.
Shout out to C Murder.
They were feature, but if you got the whole album, it was like, okay.
Ice Cream Man's a legendary product.
Oh, hell yeah.
One of the greatest albums of all time. And now, like you said, he got 54, got an 18-year-old kid in college.
Also had Fiend.
54?
Rest in
that's
peace.
not that old. That means he had a 36.
C Murder, who I think is still in jail. Rest in peace to Soulja Slim.
Soulja Slim, No Limit.
I mean, I'm seeing the Hot Boys this weekend. How many members of the Hot Boys you think I love? I'm seeing Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys at Dreamville Fest this weekend. They're like one of the headliners.
Not that many.
Yeah, I think they're all still around.
They are?
Yeah,
because you got Juvenile,
Turk is
you
gone.
got BG, you got Turk is gone.
Yeah, so it's Lil Wayne, Juvenile, BG, and Turk.
Juvenile.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Turk's the only one
But
gone.
yeah, I'm seeing Lil Wayne and Turk.
Let's take a quick
Shout
break.
out to
We're going
them.
to come back and play Fill in the Blank. Chris Martin Show.
Honor of George Foreman.
Yep.
Decided to do a pick 6 on 6 greatest heavyweight boxers of all time.
Number 4, my guy, Mike Tyson. There is no greater feat that I've had. Like if I had my Mount Rushmore of things that I've accomplished in my life, the very first time I beat Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson Punch-Out.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Anticipate each challenge. Make a quick response. Capitalize on every opportunity. And win. Greatness won't wait. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Grammy, Academy, and Golden Globe Award-winning superstar Mary J. Blige, live in Memphis. The For My Fans Tour, live at FedEx Forum Saturday, April 19th, with special guests Neo and Mario. Get tickets now at livenation.com. The iconic Mary J. Blige for one night only.
Fake, a 3, it's true for Desmond Bain. FBK, fly by King. Wheels through the lane, now spins back. Ja hangs, puts it in! Oh, what a shot by Morant in the clutch. So hot. Oh, Jared said no!
Because he doesn't put on a play, comes up with a monster block.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
The Millennium Tour 2025 with Trey Songz, Hustle Marion, with Bow Wow, with special guest Rick Ross, along with Plies, Boosie, the Yin Yang Twins, and RSVP, featuring Ray J, Sammy, Bobby V, and Pleasure P, and Nivea. Sunday, April 6th in FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale at Ticketmaster and BPCtickets.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. Two-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. Two-seater snapping, girl.
All right, we're back.
It's just you and I.
Chris Vernon Show. All right, before we get out of here, we got to play Fill in the Blank. Let's do it.
Hello, fill in the blank.
It's time.
I mean, I have to say
for
it.
fill in the blank. Answers you can take to the bank.
Oh.
It's time.
Like the Rose Bowl.
For fill in the
By the way,
blank.
there's a couple of things I meant to mention that I didn't.
Answers you
Did
can
you guys
take to
happen
the
to see the
bank.
Cardinals guy that hit 3 home runs yesterday?
No.
Ivan Herrera, he's a catcher, right?
New Yachty.
He hit 3 home runs in the game. And the third one was like to Big Mac land.
I thought y'all signed a dude from the Cubs to be your catcher.
We moved him. This guy is so good that we moved him to first base, Wilson Contreras.
Okay.
He hits the third one into Big Mac land. So I'm watching like the stuff back last night. Bro, there is nobody in Busch Stadium.
Are you serious?
Oh, it is recklessly bad.
No.
They have run off all the fans. It's crazy. Dude, if you see his third home run, like you know where Big Mac land is in left field?
Yeah.
There's nobody there. Nobody.
What happened?
The team happened the last couple of years, and then they refused to put money into it. And obviously Goldschmidt went in the offseason, and they just don't spend any money. And so they look around, they go, the Dodgers spend money, all these teams spend money, whatever. And then they had these, losing seasons over the course of the past couple of years. And it's like,
y'all are 4-2, though.
I know. I got it.
At least y'all not the
I'm
Braves.
just saying, if you see the highlight, you should see it from yesterday. It's
Okay.
I've never seen that. There's nobody there. It is
Wow.
crazy. So if you ever want to drive up to St. Louis and go to a Cardinal game, great seats available.
Great seats available.
Yeah, great.
You can kick your legs out of the Cardinals game.
And what's crazy is it reminds me of when I was a kid there, where it was like the Cardinals, like people just had gotten out on the Cardinals in like the mid-'90s. But the biggest thing in town by a wide margin was the Blues, right? Everybody loved. And by the way, the Blues they've gone 17-2 in their last 19 games. and are on a 10-game win streak. So, like, they are – so of course, my dad's on cloud 9.
Right.
They are – I don't know who would be the equivalent in the NBA, but, I mean, they are just like – they've been the best team in hockey for, like, now a couple of months, and they were a totally average team. So it's kind of maybe the gap's been filled too, right?
Yeah,
Where everybody's in on the Blues and nobody's in on the Cardinals. It's very weird. It's very weird. It's kind of the inverse. And also, I did not do this on the show. I promise I'm going to get to fill in the blank. But neither of you guys congratulated me.
What'd you do now?
On solidifying the Super Bowl, because even if our starting quarterback gets hurt, we now don't have to go to Cooper Rush. We get to go to Bazooka Joe Milton.
Yeah. It's going to what? He's going to overthrow the Taliban?
I swear to God,
Cowboys?
I texted it to one of my buddies who's a Cowboys fan who is also a huge Tennessee fan. And he texted me back, I thought I was done with this bastard. I said, hold on.
Hey, nope. I'm back, baby.
I was like, that is not what I wanted to hear. I thought you were going to be excited.
Nah, bro.
The dude said, I thought I was done with this. I said, hold on. I thought if I was going to text somebody, I thought you were going to be excited.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Because he's a Tennessee fan who's a Cowboy fan. Look, we got the guy. He said, no.
Nah.
I thought I was
You
done
ain't
with
got
this
the guy.
bastard. All right.
You ain't got the guy.
All right, so look, we got a couple guys. I saw this chart, and obviously it's not great for our guy in Ja Morant because it said these guys have played 65 games plus blank whatever. Our guy was 1 out of 6 years. Ja. 1 out of the 6 years he's played 65 plus.
Yeah, right.
Okay, there's other guys on that list, right? 2 of which that have both played one of them has played 1 out of 5 years, 65 plus games. The other one has played 1 out of 6 years, 65 plus games. And those are LaMelo Ball and Zion Williamson. If you're going to buy stock going forward in one or the other, you would choose
fill in the blank, sucker.
Yeah.
LaMelo or Zion?
LaMelo or Zion. LaMelo has played 165 game plus season in 5 years. Zion has played once in 6 years.
I'm gonna go because I think guards are so important. I'm gonna go with LaMelo.
Zion.
I'm gonna go with LaMelo.
I'd do Zion.
And like when Zion plays, he's a freaking.
And I've seen
nature,
Zion affect winning when he has played and been good. I've seen him affect winning. There's nothing that suggests LaMelo Ball plays winning basketball.
I got super excited earlier this morning when I saw there was going to be, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but a documentary that is going to be coming out in the fall. I think it's in the fall. And I hope it's very well done because there is a team in the past that I think is infinitely deserving of this that has not gotten it in the same way. But evidently it's in the works and it's going to be made and they have cooperation from everybody. And it's going to be about the early 90s UNLV running Rebels.
Okay.
With Stacey Augmon, Larry Johnson, Greg Anthony, Anderson Hunt, that whole crew, right?
Yeah.
Jerry Turk the Shark, all of them, right? One of my absolute favorites, certainly when I was growing up. Well, as of Monday, less than a week from now, we will have a title team that is going to be crowned. Your favorite NCAA title team of all time is
fill in the blank, sucker. Make sure I get the year right because I know who mine is.
Man, I think I don't know about. Underrated or the actual best.
Answer the question.
My favorite.
Your favorite, Roser?
Yeah, title team.
I think mine might be that. Check the roster. For me as a youngin, because like my dad was a big Carolina fan, and I was a big Jordan fan. I was a Carolina fan coming up as a kid. Like I love Ty Lawson. I love Raymond Felton. I love Kendall Marshall. All those guards for Carolina. I think it was that 2009 North Carolina team that beat the crap out of Michigan State. I think that was the
Who was on it?
The Sean May team. I think.
Sean May.
That's the Sean May team. North Carolina. Hold on. Make a double check. That's the right team.
Charlotte Bobcats.
I would say
Sean
the
May.
Felton, McCanson, May Carolina team.
Yeah, this is like Marcus
That's what he
Guinier.
just said.
I thought you said the 09 to Ty Lawson.
No, 09 is.
That's the Ty Lawson, Hansbrough, Danny Green.
Yeah, this is the Bobby Frazier. Yeah, this is the squad. Ty Lawson, Bobby Frazier, Marcus Ginyard, Danny Green, Tyler Hansbrough. Yeah, this is my squad.
Yeah, that's the 09.
Ed Davis, Wayne Ellington. Yeah, that was my squad. I love that team.
Yeah, I like the 05, the McCants, May, and Felton. I actually saw them play as a freshman.
That was your favorite title team?
I was in Chapel. I went to Chapel Hill for a Carolina Duke game. It was Felton, McCants, May's freshman year. They played Duke. And May was out for the season, so it was the last game of the year. But it was J.J. Redick's last game. He played in the Dean Dome, and those guys, yeah. And Carolina actually beat them, which was awesome.
Yeah, I guess we both picked North Carolina.
Both picked North Carolina teams.
Yeah, that or the other one would be
fun, bro.
The other one would be the '99 UConn team because I hated
Kemba.
No, not 99. Richard Hamilton, Khalid El-Amin, Kevin Freeman, Jake Voshkul, a.k.a. Eric Hasseltine.
Yeah.
That team was really, really good. And they beat that Duke team that had Battier and William Avery and Shane Battier. And Corey Maggette was a freshman on that team. The best team might be, dude, go look at the 96 Kentucky team. 96 Kentucky was like,
Mashburn, Delk?
No, it was Delk, Ron Mercer, Derek Anderson, Walter McCarty, Jeff Shepard, Patino's team.
Yep.
Dude,
Nazir Muhammad.
Dude, that team was so
freaking awesome. Mark Pope.
I think they all ended up being Celtics.
Well, Jeff Shepard was on that team. That's Reed's dad.
Yeah.
That 96 Kentucky team was amazing.
All right, go ahead and do yours.
All right, so the story of the week for baseball has been the torpedo bats.
Torpedo bats.
Yes. Torpedo bats is taking over baseball. It's the thing, you know what I'm saying? The torpedo bats are the best thing for baseball since...
Fill in the blank, sucker.
Steroids.
Oh, no.
No, the pitch clock.
The pitch clock.
The pitch clock.
I went last year, and it was the first time I had experienced it in person. I'm not kidding. The Cardinals game I went to last year with my son was shorter than... I was done with that game before I get out of the arena at our games.
Really?
Yeah.
A baseball game. That's interesting.
Which is crazy to
he's
think
also
about.
got to do a post game.
I do have to do a post game, but still.
No, the average length of baseball game is like 2.5 hours now.
Yeah.
Like they've got them there.
The pitch clock it made a massive difference, especially if you go in person.
Yeah.
Which you can in St. Louis and sit anywhere.
Great seats available.
Great seats
I mean,
available.
good grief. Wait, go look it up. Just type in on X, Herrera's third home run or whatever.
You asked me to spell.
Whatever. Just Ivan Cardinals home run. Whatever. When you see it, you're gonna trip out.
Let me see.
No, there's. If
It looks like it's a friggin' COVID game.
Oh my God, it does.
That's his third home run of the game.
Jalen, I'm gonna check the Slack, bro. I'm about to see you a still shot of it. I know we can't play the highlight. I'm gonna see you a still shot of the crowd.
I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah, so announced Cardinals.
Guy hit a third home run.
Okay, so here's announced Cardinals attendance, April 2nd, 2025, home game number 6, 20,309. Allegedly, and again, a new record low for Busch Stadium, 43% capacity.
Dude, they said there were 9 there.
Jalen, check the Slack, bro.
There's nobody there.
They're saying there were 9,000
Yeah.
at the game.
They announced 20, but it's still a 43% capacity.
I just dropped it in the Slack, Jalen. Check it. Check the Slack,
Dude,
bro.
I saw.
Look at that.
That's his third home run.
Look at that, Roser.
There's nobody there.
There's nobody in Big Mac Land. Those are good seats.
That's Big Mac Land is still a thing, even after McGuire's gone.
Big Mac Land.
Yeah. Those are good seats, too.
No, there's nobody at that game.
Do you know what's a trip? I know neither of y'all will ever watch the MLB Network.
Yes.
But, of course, I wanted to see them talking about Herrera's 3 home run game because he's super young to do it. There's not many guys that have ever done it, especially at his age. One other Cardinal did it at his age, which was Albert Pujols, of course. So I'm watching this MLB Network thing. Do you know who the 2 analysts were in the studio?
Lance Berkman.
No, Albert Pujols and Jake Peavy. And I was like, what is going on? Jake Peavy?
Legendary Padres pitcher.
Is that crazy? I swear to God, they were like talking about Ivan Herrera. I'm like,
I love me some Jake Peavy.
These guys are on MLB Network. I never watched, but
former Cy Young Award winner, 2-time World Series champion.
Padres legend.
Have you ever turned on MLB Network?
No. Never.
They're on it.
I don't even know where it is.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I have it. Does YouTube TV have MLB Network? I don't even know if I have it.
If you do, you can see Jake Peavy and Albert Pujols talking ball.
Jake Peavy.
By the way, when the home run you showed us, it's 2 people on base in the 8th inning for them the chance to get back in the game.
Correct.
The home run makes it a 1-run game and nobody's there.
Okay.
That's embarrassing.
It's his 3rd home run of the game too. That's like literally history.
That's embarrassing. Be better, Cardinals fans. All right, my second one. So yesterday in the mail, y'all know I love vintage stuff. I just got this shirt from my home dog, Beer Sachi.
I like that one.
I got
Mr. Sacco. Mr. Sacco.
Mankind. He just
Great
sent me
shirt.
that.
Yeah.
Shout out my dog. Takes a licking and keep on ticking. Shout out Beer Sachi for that. But y'all know I live in the world of vintage stuff. Yesterday I got blessed with a physical Anthony Hamilton Coming From Where I'm From CD.
Oh.
So I open the CD up and I get the pamphlet in the inside, and it's like all the lyrics.
Yep.
You can read. I remember doing this.
Amazing.
The one thing from the 90s or 2000s or from the old days that you wish would make a comeback, because I want that to make a comeback, reading physical lyrics and reading and learning them. The one thing y'all meant to make a comeback is...
Fill in the blank, sucker. I told you guys the other day that my son, I have been so... I have not had anything to do with this. He is spending his money on records. He has been buying they show up at the house.
Vinyl?
Yes.
He's buying vinyls.
Yes, like he's starting. He's got probably, I don't know, 5 or 6, I guess. But one showed up at the house yesterday, and I opened it up thinking it was like a package for me, and it was Danger Mouse and Black Thought. That's who it was. I don't even know it.
Yeah, what is
Danger Mouse and Black Thought.
What does he know about that?
I don't know.
What is he learning this?
I don't know. But I'm telling you, like, that's a 15-year-old that obviously cares about having the physical music as well. And that's his chance to get the physical music. I find it fascinating. I have had no influence on this whatsoever, right? I mean, he has seen my records.
Yeah.
Because I have records. And he's been to a record store with me. But I do think that there is a want for that for buying. There's something special about that. I used to love
hanging
buying.
out with where he's buying Black
don't
Thought
know.
vinyl records.
I don't know. Danger Mouse and Black Thought. I was like, what? The other one is MF Doom, Mad Villainy. I saw that one come in. I saw Kendrick come in. He bought, I think, Igor, the Tyler, the Creator one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the other one was. I saw him the other day. I asked him about him. Something like that.
Something like that you want to come back. Like I said, either there's like MapQuest or like reading the lyrics in a pamphlet.
Are Chuck Taylor still in?
Yeah, they're still around.
People still wear Chucks.
They spun the block a little bit.
Something that I wish would come back. Boy, I do like the physical music one.
Yeah, that CD. When I got that CD, I was like, oh crap. I was gonna pop that jump in the CD player today. Listen to some old Anthony Hamilton.
I don't even have a CD player anymore. I used to have like such a big CD collection, CD and DVDs. I had like over 300 CDs, over like 300 DVDs.
Yeah, this is hard. This is hard to think of something that because it would be something that I was nostalgic about, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I miss that, and I do miss. I used to beg my dad to take me to. I didn't know what y'all. Ours was Sam Goody.
Yeah, Sam Goody's the thing.
Okay, Sam Goody and Best Buy.
Yeah, Sam Goody.
Those were the
Best
ones
Buy.
that those are the ones I used to beg him, and it was Tuesdays.
Well, I mean that goes Sam
I would
Goody
beg
to
him.
me.
New music came out. New music came out on Tuesdays.
Well, Sam Goody, it's like, I mean, I guess you'd be asking for malls. Like malls to make
Somebody
a
bought
comeback.
malls is
like
good.
malls are
Malls
for
are
malls
dying,
to make a. I mean, yeah, they're dying. They are. Going shopping, like going to stores and shopping.
I will tell you this.
it's
I will tell
dying.
you this. We were gonna go do when I went to Scottsdale about a month ago, whatever it was, 2 months ago. In Scottsdale, Arizona, they have a mall called Fashion Square.
Mm-hmm.
It is the best mall I've ever been to in my life. It has 3 car dealers in it. In
the mall?
In the mall. Like a Tesla thing. Like you could walk in the store and get in a Cybertruck. It was so cool. And bro, my kids, you would have thought I took them to the future, but I really took them to the past. They were and then so after we were gonna go leave and we were gonna go to like the Tiger Woods mini golf thing or something like that, right? Because we had the day to kill. Yeah. No, they just wanted to stay at the mall.
Just walk around.
Yes, they just want. Yeah, can we stay here longer? I'm like, all right, yeah, then we just won't go do the other thing.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And it has a full-on movie theater with 20 screens in it. It was like a hardcore, old-school mall, and
That's
it
cool.
was awesome.
I like mall as an answer.
Yeah, mall is a great one.
malls-
I regret that. I regret that we don't have one that I can just drop my kid off at, like my mom dropped me off at.
Yeah, it used to be like.
They used to be like that, where you could feel safe. Also, there was like a sense of community. Also, because other kids were there too.
Yeah.
Now you drop kids off and they friggin' vandalize stuff and fight and steal.
Yeah. Yeah, only place where
And it's like, because they don't know how to act.
Wolf Chase used to be where, parents and moms drop you off at Wolf Chase.
I used to.
There's
I remember when
friggin'
Wolf
fights,
Chase.
like big fight. Do you
'Cause I
guys
remember when
ever
Wolf Chase got
remember a
built.
fight breaking out at a mall when you were a teenager? I don't.
Only time we used to break out like on Saturdays when like a shoe drop. Like that's
Really?
When, it was for that's the only time. Like it went. Now it's just like casual. Like.
Do you ever remember? I never remember. I tell you
I
this:
remember them
the
joints.
mall. No, I'm saying the mall when I went to where I grew up in St. Louis, it's gone. Like it's gone. It doesn't exist at all.
Like you go to the joint in Carville. Have you been to the Carville Mall lately?
The
there's
outdoor
nothing.
one, nothing.
There's nothing.
Nothing, and that's outdoors.
There's nothing out there. Like the dealers.
No, we have to go over it.
Gone.
The soccer place is still there. They
Soccer
make
USA?
They make Haley's uniform. So
Soccer USA is still there?
Still there.
Yes.
That was
And
around.
Barnes and Noble is still there,
still
and
there.
Build-A-Bear is still there.
Yep. And Great American Cookies.
But
still
very
hold
few
on.
places.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's even in Carville, there's no
I know.
more. I will say South Haven got a decent mall. I will give South Haven some credit.
Oh, they do?
The Tanger outlet is elite.
Oh,
Tanger is cool.
Tanger's really
Tanger
good.
is elite.
Tanger's
bro.
good.
No,
Tanger
no
is
smut on the
good.
Tanger joint, bro.
That Polo outlet is great there.
Yeah.
Polo's great.
Polo store, little Nike joint on the corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Under
Shout out.
Armour's always got hella deals.
Bring back malls, man.
Yeah, malls. All right,
Physical
I
shopping.
agree with that one.
Go Roser.
All right, go Roser.
All right, as you know, Joel Embiid having another left knee surgery. You get to set it. The over-under on games Joel Embiid plays the rest of his career is...
Fill in the blank, sucker.
I think I'm going to go higher than you expect
what we
me
would
to.
think, yeah.
Yeah, because of the extension hasn't even kicked in yet. And we have seen, like, I watched Kawhi Leonard be the best player on the floor against the Cavs a week and a half ago. So,
Yeah.
if Kawhi can get, I'm going to say he plays. I mean, geez, I think actually, you know what's crazy is I bet he has not played as many games as I think he has already. So, how many has he played in his career?
I think he's only played like...
Not 500.
No.
Huh? Think he's played 500?
433.
Joel Embiid.
433? I'll say 200 more.
You'd set the over-under at 200?
Yeah, I give him like I said like 150, because that knee
Because that's a portion of 4 seasons, right?
that knee is shot, boy.
How old is he?
Embiid's 31.
It looks like he's played 452.
31.
Basketball Reference says he's played 452.
I'm probably high.
Yeah, you are very high.
Yeah.
That's a lot more games, bro. And his knees are done.
I got
shot
it.
ski.
I got it,
He
but
got
the
the stone-
contract goes out far.
He got the Stone Cold
but
knee
his
brace
knees
on,
are
bro.
shot.
He got the Stone Cold knee brace on. You know it's spooky. The
Maybe
big joint.
I'm gonna say because he's got so much left on his contract that it's gonna be more than I think. That's the only reason.
I hope.
That's the only reason.
Because Embiid's a force.
Also, I mean, he might end up just being a backup guy, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like the end of John Wall. Right?
Dang, how fast they fall from being a
I know.
superstar max guy to being.
It's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
injuries, right? You got one more?
Yeah. I'll do one more. Somebody asks you how many teams can win the NBA championship. You say
fill in the blank, sucker.
I think it is more than you would think. I'll say 2 in the East, Cleveland or Boston. I would say 5 in the West.
Oh, that is more than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Let me look at the.
Where I would not be stunned.
Yeah, you wouldn't be shocked.
I would say OKC, the Lakers, the Warriors, Denver, Clippers.
Okay.
Obviously, way less likely with the Clippers than it is with the other 4.
Yeah, right.
But those all have vet teams. If it broke right, it's a possibility that those teams could win the title.
Yeah.
High-level talent, lots of playoff experience.
Mm-hmm.
All of them have that.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, Oklahoma City notwithstanding, but they're the best of the group.
So you said how many?
I think 5. Could
you said
again,
7? You say 7 total.
Correct. Could win it.
Yeah. Okay, I say 6. I got 6 on my list.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's not.
You would leave out the Clippers, right?
Yeah, I got Cleveland, Boston, OKC, Lakers, Denver, Golden State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You agree?
I think 5.
So who would you knock out?
I think it's the Cavs, the Celtics, Thunder, Lakers, and then I would say the Warriors, but I would have them below those 4.
You don't think Denver can win it with Jokic?
No.
Why?
I just don't think they're that good. I don't really think Denver's that good. I don't know.
Okay.
I think Jokic is awesome, but I don't think the rest of it around
61,
him
they lost the game. But
I have to give them they're up 19 or whatever it was in the fourth quarter of a Game 7 on their home floor.
Yeah.
They might have beat Boston.
Yeah.
They could have.
Yeah.
It's not crazy to think.
No, it's
they
not.
could have won
No.
the title last year, too.
Yeah.
If they'd have held on to that stupid lead.
Yeah.
I still can't believe they lost a Game 7 on their home floor.
Crazy.
Up that many?
Up that many.
Real choke job. Call it the lemon
Crazy.
booty. The lemon booty.
Yeah.
Nope. All right, let's go do it for today's show. Grizzlies are on TNT tonight.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
6:30 on TNT.
It's TNT game.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's early, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
So you get to hear them talking about finger guns.
Yeah, I can't wait. They're gonna break it down to the T. I won't be here tomorrow. I'm gonna miss y'all, but yeah. Hopefully.
Oh, you're out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm out tomorrow. I'm going to Raleigh tomorrow for Dreamville Fest.
Then that for sure means we're winning because I've had to do Grumpy Grizzly every time you're here, and then when we finally get to be happy, you're not going to be here.
I'm not going to be here to rejoice.
Yep.
So by the way, tomorrow on the show, chat remind them only one person gets to be happy about the win. Because another person said we're going to win one
That's
game.
right. Good point. Good point, Devin.
You know what I'm saying? Only
Good
one
point.
person gets to be happy
I will
about
be
the win.
happy.
Yes.
Roser will be miserable.
Yes. So, yeah. Dreamville Fest this weekend.
And also, you don't get to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, Roser. Any listeners
But
that live in Raleigh, hit
if
me
we
up.
get the draft pick, you can go to the draft.
You can go to the draft. We're sending John Roser as our representative to the draft lottery. Elliot Perry, take a seat to the side. John Roser's going.
That would be cool. That would be awesome.
And then they're going to say, the only person that believed this was possible.
Yeah.
John Roser. You're going to have your quarter zip on and shorts.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, we go.